Welcome back, everybody. I want to appreciate all the support. Right off the bat, I want to appreciate all the support. Everyone who has just passed by and just did a quick, in and out, taking a quick peek at the reaction. I want to appreciate all the thumbs up and likes and shares, as well as all the subscribers that are now a part of this channel and becoming a awesome community. Really, it's the opposite. The community invited me in, and so making this channel, just everybody congregated. So shout out to all the subscribers. You know who you are, and then for everyone who has become a member, I can't appreciate you guys enough. That's really what helps me in the long run to continue building this into something huge. And so I want to say thanks to everybody, and shout out to shout out to the day oneers, the ones who've been here since day one, watching every reaction, and for those who have gone back, who have subscribed later on in my journey and have gone back and watched all the comments. I can see you watching, going from my latest reaction and then commenting, going backwards in my channel. So I notice a lot of you guys are doing that, and that's like extreme support, extremely uplifting, really good for mental health. It's a very different experience to get this kind of love and treatment from everybody from Hangover Gang. Never experienced that before. I've only had the opposite side of the table. So thank you everybody for being so supportive and so positive. This has been requested, an extremely large amount of times, and I will admit, I do apologize, I have skipped this at least twice. So today, it is time. We are diving into castles. I've had a lot of back and forth. I'll make this really quick. I've had a lot of back and forth from different perspectives. Some people like the quick reaction, and some people like the break it down. So as a former artist and a former records signed a record label artist, I will continue to break it down. I actually did an experiment with not breaking it down as much and just enjoying the song and doing less talking, and I seem to get a little bit less engagement with that. So I'm going to stick with just doing me and breaking it down and kind of doing the long form reacting versus the short term reacting. So I will say that just for a heads up, with all love and respect, of course. So let's dive in. This is Castles. We're going to see how this goes. This is towards the beginning of, looks like, Tom's catalog. So we're just going to see what this is about. It's already in black and white. Breaking it down, I've noticed we are in public. We've got random people. No idea if they're aware that they're in on the video or not. But black and white is I like black and white depending on what the song's about. It's a good vibe depending on what the mood is. Let's dive in.
I see you with the liquor store, leaving with the cheapest can of beer on the shelf.
Okay.
You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent, and I relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk while you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help. I imagine where you're living, how you feeling, what you love, and who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you.
Hey, I like that. That's very kind. That's very humble for him to say that. Yo, I can see you struggling. I wish I had something I can do to help. I see you at the same liquor store, even when you're down in the dumps, looking, scrounging for change, buying your alcohol. I'm still here to help. That's humble, very humble. Listen to that.
A shelf. You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent, and I relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk while you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help.
Okay.
I imagine where you're living, how you feeling, what you love, and who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you at the bus stop, looking at the sidewalk, smoking half a cigarette, waiting for a ride. Kinda limp when you walk and look away. When you talk, you're ashamed, I can see it in your eyes. Probably got a NASCAR shirt and a car that you love, but you're here cause you're too afraid to drive. It's been almost 10 years since the day that you crashed. Can't forget about the little boy's life.
Wow. Okay. So this is leading up to a specific moment that happened, and I don't know if it's who or what he's, but the subject of the story so far, this is leading up to you. We're not driving the car and we're still drinking due to either the car crash that caused this incident and we're still drinking from it to try to cope with having that burden, or we are just drinking because of it after the aftermath. And yeah, no, I'm definitely following along. This one hits deep. This one definitely hits deep. And you know what I've noticed here, I'm not seeing as many tattoos, which is normal when you go back in someone's history. But what I've noticed is, as I don't see Hangover Gang on his chin, underneath his lip here, I don't see Hangover Gang, and so I'm curious if this was before that was introduced into his like career or catalog, you know. So I'm just curious about that. If you guys would please leave that in the comments below and answer some questions. 'Cause I do have some questions.
Everybody's got a story. If you look a little closer, you can see it in the wrinkles in their face. They can hide it in the silence, they can bury it and fight it, but it comes out when the hair is turning gray.
Yeah.
You can feel it if you touch them, you can tell that they are troubled. You can hear the story running through their veins. We all travel different roads and we put on different clothes. Underneath it all, we're really all the same. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
That was a great melodic hook, heartfelt melodic hook. This is a good this is a good the vibe of the song. It almost seems double-edged sworded. What I mean is it seems like there's a lot of troubled things he wants to get off his chest about a lot of different things, but at the same time it's also positive because it's showing you there is a light at the end of the tunnel based off of the chorus or the hook that I'm hearing here. Uh, Building your castle, you know, and what you've been through in your past, don't hold on to it. Look forward because one brick at a time and the sticks and the stones, you know, you'll end up building your kingdom. So one day at a time, things can be changed and fixed. Is from what I'm getting from this perspective. So correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm gathering this information the wrong way, but that's kind of how I'm seeing this. And I will say I like the shots that they're taking with this. If Nova was involved at this time period, forgive me, I'm not that informed on how far back on Tom's history when it comes to, you know, if he was with Nova at this point. I'm not, you know, well diversed in his life at this point. I just kind of know what I've reacted to because these are all genuine first time reactions. So I don't know this time point in his life. But I will say, the film, the cinematic, the videographer at the time is doing wonderful shots. You'll know it's blurred in the background and very, very focused on him. I like that. Very crystal clear in the front foreground, background's blurred, black and white. It's very good contrast. It's not too bright, not too dark. It's just the perfect lit. But it's during the day. That's what I've noticed is there's no lighting involved. This is done at a specific time during the day to get the correct lighting. And if they couldn't get the correct lighting, they got in a specific alleyway. You'll notice the alleyway is either blocking the sun or obscuring the sun's view, so you can get the correct shadow or forecast just to get the right brightness, so you can do this shot with a clear foreground and a blurry black background. You'd be surprised on how much effort goes into cinematics like this. The artist, of course, there's a lot of work into making music, but there's a lot that goes into the videographer or the videography and the cinematics. Let's just exclude CGI. Let's just do straight, you know, old-fashioned. Everything is just filmed and put together like that and edited. This is well done for being. I didn't actually look 10 years, 9, 10, 8 years ago. So this is very well shot.
I see you sitting on the front porch playing with a radio, looking to the sky. Probably living in that house all alone these days, trying to find a better way to pass time. Got a wheelchair ramp leading up to the door, I can see that you walk just fine. Probably hate it cause it isn't getting used anymore, and you only ever built it for your wife. Everywhere that I walk, see you on the sidewalk, begging for a little loose change for some dough. Probably got a mama and a papa spending everything they make, trying to clean you up enough to take you home. Used to have a good job, used to get good grades, used to have big dreams, and he lost hope. Got a wheelchair ramp leading up to the door, I can see that you walk just fine. Probably hate it cause it isn't getting used anymore, and you only ever built it for your wife. Everywhere that I walk, see you on the sidewalk, begging for a little loose change for some dough. Probably got a mama and a papa spending everything they make, trying to clean you up enough to take you home. Used to have a good job, used to get good grades, used to have big dreams, and he lost hope. When your girlfriend died, giving birth to your son, you're the father that'll probably never know.
Hey, this is definitely either something that he can relate to or has been through, or someone close that he knows has been through. I would love to interview Tom. He's at a point in his life where he has gained he has lived up to what he's created, so I know interviews are hard to come by if he's doing them anymore. I know answering the same questions and doing the same story and this and that can probably be very repetitive and probably really not want to be talked about at certain points depending on what questions you have. But being a new person, well, I can say being 1 month in and reacting to 50 something videos, I think I could say I've been more than welcomed by a lot of people in Hangover Gang. I will say this, I don't know his life history as much as I'd like to. I will be ordering a lot of stuff, his music and CDs, and hopefully get more information the more I Google search and things like that. But this is hitting home. He first mentioned, I can see that you can walk just fine, but you're building a handicap ramp that you're probably going to end up building for your wife. You're walking down the sidewalk, I see you every day looking for spare change so you can spend it on some dope. And it's like, it's almost like he's speaking something that he either lived through or had witnessed, and you can tell this is heartfelt. This is not something that you just write down because it's something you can tell when someone is writing something that is legitimate, or someone who is writing something for just to get that type of attention or clout or whatever you want to title it, just to get that traction. This is I can tell this is genuine, and that goes a long way for me because I don't like fake music, and this is real.
Everybody has a tale that they're too afraid to tell. You can see it in the cracks in their hands. They can cover it with smiles if you walk a couple miles in their shoes, and you'll know where they stand. Everyone who really lived had to climb out of a ditch they were in before they found the right path. If you want to know the truth about what we've been going through, then try to put your phone away so you can ask. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown.
Wonderful hook.
We could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by.
And I've noticed on the hook and the chorus, apologies, but I'm not sorry, but not sorry. On this hook or chorus, you'll notice on the second repeat of this, you can hear a higher hook, which it could be in fact Nova. So please let me know if this is Nova or someone else. I don't know this far back, but you do hear layered voices, which is normal, but I do hear a woman's voice, so I'm curious who that is. If this is a collab, because I don't see any featuring down here. It just says Tom. But I do hear, he's got other people here to be a part of it, but as the vocals, I do hear a layer of a female's voice. So I'm curious if he did that himself and tweaked it and made it sound high pitch and upped it an octave on the engineering side of it aspect, or if he actually had a female come in, or Nova come in, or a good friend, family member come in and do that high octave to get that choir sound during this.
By the secrets we hold, we could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with with the sticks and the stones. We are the neighbors that you'll never meet. We are the strangers walking down your street. We are a million faces in the crowd. We are the ones the system's tearing down. We are the people working to survive. We are more than just our 9 to 5s. We are the shopping malls and streetcars. We are one. It's time to tell them just who we are. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all
This is awesome. I like this a lot. This is like a very almost like a sentimental feeling. I don't know how to put it, but I've noticed when he said we are more than 9 to 5, we are, and I noticed that I don't see Hangover Gang in any area so far. So this, please let me know if this is pre, like the story behind Hangover Gang and how that came to be, if this is kind of like in the beginning of how it transitioned into Hangover Gang. But I noticed he said we are, and it could be coincidental that that's just part of the lyrics. But I like the fact that I'm noticing this is, I don't see anything resembling Hangover Gang just yet. So I don't want to speak too soon. Maybe at the end he'll say something about it or it'll promote it. But I don't see any Hangover Gang tattoos or under on his chin down here. There's a lot of stuff I'm seeing that's not Hangover Gang. So I'm curious if this is pre Hawk. So I'm just curious about that. And let me know what you think down below.
all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or
we can fill our coffins with the rocks that they've thrown, or we can build our castles with the sticks and the stones. I like that. I like that. We can either sit here and self-pity and give up and just go ahead and bury ourselves with all the rocks that people throw at us for making us feel some type of way, and just give in to all our personal problems or problems that people are giving us. Or we can stand strong. We are more than 9 to 5. We are this, we are that. Or like he's saying, we can either do this and just settle and give up, or we can build a castle and fix this with the sticks and the stones that the haters or that the people that are against you are saying about you and criticizing you and bringing you down. You can use those same sticks and the stones to build your castle and your kingdom with all the hate. You just soak that in and build your castle with all that negativity. Build your positivity with it.
we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone.
Love
We've
it.
all been haunted by
Love
the
it.
secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
And you know what? I have not seen not one single Hangover Gang thing just yet. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Let me know if this is pre-Hangover Gang, if he was just starting that era, if this is the era of when he was about to start, because I know before this is before Dear Rappers, right? My memory is not too well this morning. I need to go back and look at the thumbnails and see if this is pre Dear Rappers. But if it is, then this is pre Hangover Gang, or at least that's pre before he was talking about Hangover Gang at that point. If I'm correct, and please let me know, everybody, if this is right or wrong. But from what I'm gathering, this is, first off, I loved how the entire thing, shooting in a black and white music video all the way through is a hard thing to do. And I say that because a lot of people, black and white is not something a lot of people want to see. It's a good way to introduce in certain parts of a music video, but to make that go through the entire video is something hard to pull off. So your song has to pull some slack, and this song was great. and it definitely pulled its weight. So this song was not only done very well, but it was shot well. And I give very, very big props to keeping it black and white the entire way through. It definitely mixed well with the music, with the chorus, with the angles to keep the contrasts and the scenes perfectly in tune with the lighting, because being shot in black and white is actually, believe it or not, very difficult. You have to do it at the right time of the day if you don't have proper lighting. And if you have proper lighting, you gotta know what you're doing with the lighting, or else you're just not gonna have a good texture or tone. And it's hard to explain. Yeah, it's just something you just kind of, if you know, you know. But this was extremely well done. I give it 10 out of 10 on all categories. Um, this is a wonderful song. So I appreciate the request. I should have did this days ago. Uh, Thank you guys, everybody who's watching, who is passing through. Uh, Much appreciated if you did subscribe, if you did hit a thumbs up. For all those who always hit thumbs up, thank you so much. All of those who already are a part of this channel and community, who are already are subscribers, thank you so much. For the monthly members, for the crew, you know, the everyone who's a part of that, I appreciate you 1,000,000%. You're making my dream literally come true. This is my pride and joy, and Tom has changed a lot in my life. So hearing stuff like this that resonates is wonderful, and then having everybody back me up in a positive way is a blessing. So God bless all of you. God bless Tom, Real Street Sessions, Jig the Faded, Jeremy. Peace out.